Help to have a short memory in these games. You don't remember maybe just what just happened, you know, and you come out and it's like you're a different
It's
team.
the old coaching cliche, forget your mistakes, but don't forget what they taught you. And that's been our message over these last 4 games. Every game we're making different types of mistakes. And that was the message. Forget the mistakes, but don't forget what they taught us. And I thought the guys responded. You know, it went 3-2. Okay, we've been here. You know, we learned from it. Tommy making us 4-2. Okay, we've been here. How are we going to get ourselves through it? I thought we didn't give up the high-end scoring chances. We didn't get as careless as we have in the past, and that enabled us to hold on and win a hockey game.
Yeah, it seemed like Tuesday night they just out-scrambled you there in the third period,
Yep.
but you guys seemed to control things pretty much in the third.
I thought we did. You know, we kept it simple. We got boring for a while. We threw a lot of pucks up the wall and tracked down pucks. We got ourselves into trouble a couple times throwing pucks into the middle that we didn't have to.
Yeah.
But I thought all in all, you know, our power play stepped up with a big one. You know, we had talked about a couple little adjustments. And then our penalty kill was fantastic. That back-to-back kill there at the end of the second period was huge. You know, and a lot of guys stepped up tonight.
Yeah, and it didn't make the mistakes in critical times you had been making.
The right guys made the right plays. We had some guys that just simplified their game a little bit. We had some guys that were really hard on themselves, which is understandable, but when we told them they weren't as bad as they thought. You know, that the stats weren't indicative of how they were playing. And so hopefully that little bit of boost of confidence from Jason and I helped them out tonight.
Did you ever get the sense or the feeling that this was a very important game? I mean, if you go 0-5 on the homestand, only 1 point out of 10, that could be a real demoralizing effect on the team?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's always that thought, but you know what? We've been such a good road team. It would have been like, all right, boys, let's go on the road, get points on the road, and we'll figure out home when we get back. But to end the way we did, and we talked after the game. I was very short with the guys after the game on Tuesday. I was very short with them again tonight. It's not getting too high. It's not getting too low. And now we got a huge series with Abbotsford that we're worried about the first period on Saturday.
It seemed like he gets some big games from the heavy hitters, you know, Greg Rallo and Michael Repick. I mean, those guys, Bill Thomas. I mean,
I thought today's game might have been one of Repick's best. You know, we only addressed 11 forwards tonight with activating Petrovic. We're putting Petrovic in the lineup. So, you know, with that being said, we had some guys play some heavier minutes than normal, and I thought they responded with a great effort.
Petrovic's time out there, did he do okay?
Petrovic gave us what we expected and what we asked of him. You know, we didn't want to put him in any situations to fail, and we didn't want to put him in a situation, you know, where he gets caught. I thought he responded. The shifts that he gave us were good. You know, we were kind of waiting for a little more separation. You know, you don't want to put him out there. He gets caught on an icing. They put their top line. It's 4-3.
Yeah.
You know, you got to manage it. Just as much as we tell the players to manage the game, Jason and I have to manage it as well. And we thought, you know, the shifts he gave us, he was solid.
He's considered one of the organization's top prospects.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is. And I thought
Mike was singing his praises.
Yeah, and you see he's got the ability, but again, he's 20 years old.
20 years old.
So it's different. You know, I told him he's gone back to his 16-year-old year. Imagine when you're 16 playing against 20-year-olds. Now you're 20 playing against 30-year-olds. You're playing a man's game. And I thought he responded, you know, a little wide-eyed first shift or two, but then you saw a little bit of a snarl. There's a couple of shifts he gave some guys some hacks and whacks.
Yeah.
Made a couple good passes, and, you know, it was a good start for him.
Why did you start Markstrom instead of Roman Morris after the other night?
You know what? We talked with Sippy, and I talked with Robbie Tallis, is in their goalie coach. We were going back and forth, back and forth. You know, we've been alternating for a while, and it hasn't been working. You know, we thought Markey was solid enough Tuesday to come back with him. You know, Dove is one of the premier goalies in this league, and Markey's one of the premier goalies in this league. And for us, it's about getting wins. You know, and I think Markey stepped up tonight and did a fantastic job. And, you know, as a coach, it's great that we have these tough decisions to make.
So you're just trying to change up the rhythm a little bit, maybe?
A little bit. Sometimes as a coach, you just got to go with your gut.
Yeah.
You know, and, you know, the educated decision would have been, okay, you go back with Dove after Mark.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to zig when everyone else thinks you're going to zag.
Well, what's what was the difference tonight? What was, you had the lead against these guys the other night and lost it, and not tonight?
I think we just played a solid game tonight. I mean, we bent a couple times tonight, but we never broke. We never let mistakes compound tonight. We cut it off at one if it did happen, and we played hard the whole game.
Did you guys ever have on the ice, does it go through your mind, they cut it to 3-2 and you go, oh crap, here we go again, or is that just, you just try to play your game?
Sometimes that does happen, but I think tonight was a different feeling. We had a goal in mind the whole night, and I think we stuck to it tonight, and we had confidence going into this game, and we knew how big it was, and everybody played their role great tonight, and we were really excited about tonight.
When you say you had confidence, it seemed hard to believe given the last 4 games, but I think you guys are experienced enough, you've been around enough, you know you have to have a short memory in this game.
Yeah.
You have to be able to put that last game behind you.
We have plenty of guys,
plenty
of guys in that locker room that have been down this road before and know what it takes. So, I mean, our confidence, obviously, we know we have the talent and we know we have the pieces. We just have to put it all together and play as a team. And then when we do that, tonight's the outcome. We win.
Is this one of those times when coaches didn't have to do the rah-rah speech that you guys kind of knew how important this game was?
Absolutely. I mean, we've been talking about it, but I think tonight finally, hopefully sets this stretch in motion now, and guys realize what we're playing for. And I think it saw tonight, first line through fourth line, everybody played their role, and we just did what you were supposed to do.
It seemed like Markstrom had a really strong third period too. He really kind of helped you guys stay in the game.
Absolutely, he's really come on strong, as of late, and it shows that he's working hard in practice, and he's trying to be, he's trying to get to the NHL, and that's really good for him.
Tell me about now that one goal, you looked like you scored it, and they credited it to James Wright, I think. Did he tip it? Did you see what happened?
Yeah, he went to the net and went off his shin pad it in, and that's just, you get those goals when you go to the net. We talked about that we had kind of gotten away from that, guys going in the net hard and paying a price to score a goal, and James paid the price tonight going in the net, and good things happen when you stop in front.
Yeah.
What about your goal now? You came off of a turnover, if I remember. Or?
Yeah, I was on the power play, and I think Strachan kind of chipped it down the wall, and then Repik won his battle and chipped it down the wall again, and I just kind of turned and shot, and I think caught the goalie a little off guard, and he wasn't ready for it, and went in.
It's kind of nice when you put the puck actually on net. It seems like you guys lead the league in missing the net, but you guys are able to get some pretty good goals tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny when you throw pucks at the net, and like Wright's goal, that was just another case of getting the puck to the net and being on net and bouncing off a guy and going in. So, you hit the net, it could hit the goalie. A lot of things can happen when you hit the net, and good things usually happen when you got guys around in the paint.
How big is this series then in Abbotsford now? You've got 2 games there. You guys have really played pretty well on the road. Chuck was saying you guys simplify things and kind of come together and no distractions. You know how important these games are.
I think everybody knows how important these games are, but I mean, there's no real words to stress how big these games are coming up this weekend. It's with the standings and everything and the playoff push, and I think we're a good, like you said, we're a really good road team. We're comfortable on the road. Some teams struggle on the road, but I think we're a team that really thrives on the road. We got a good group of guys, and I think we play really well, and we're excited for this trip and the opportunity that's in front of us.
And again, no matter how bad things have been, you guys are still right there. I think you probably moved up, like 8th place or something. So
Lake Erie lost.
Yeah, so you can't afford too many of these 4-game losing streaks.
No, absolutely not. And we put them behind us, and that's what we're going to stick with, and we're going to carry tonight's game over into the weekend, and just keep trying to play a 60-minute game and doing the right things.
Well, what was going on after the last game against these guys, blew the lead? Did you guys talk? Did you have a practice yesterday?
We did practice. It was kind of an optional skate, but a lot of guys skated, and so.
Did you guys say anything before this game, or do you think everybody just knew
I think we kind of felt like we'd get ourselves in the same situation. If we came out hard, we'd be able to get a lead for ourselves. And being in that situation yesterday, we just, no, sorry, 2 days ago, you know, just realized if we're going to be in that situation again, and we have to know that our decisions are going to have to be better. I mean, we can't turn pucks over because they do have the speed, they have the skill. I mean, you saw them. I mean, I missed that one in the second period, and not even 10 seconds later, you know, Menard, he's got like 6 goals against us in 3 games or something like that. He might have more, but you know, you know, they get one shot down at the other end, and it's a goal, and it's 3-2. I mean, they're right back in the game, and so. You know, we come in after the period, and you know, we got a lead at home, and so we're comfortable, but we're not overexcited today because we know that the team has the ability to come back, and so we wanted to make a conscious effort to kind of, you know, slow them down as much as we can and limit their chances. Of less mistakes we make, I mean, it's better for us. It means it's not going to give them the opportunity to come back and score on us.
So they get the first goal tonight. I mean, I didn't see much panic out there.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, at that point, obviously, we haven't won in 4 games. You know, for them to score the first one, it was a good, not a good feeling, but at least a feeling that, hey, you know, it's okay. We'll put that behind us and we'll keep going. And you know, we persevered and we were able to get some goals, and we got a power play goal with Rallo. I mean, Repik made a great play. I think we scored right after their penalty in the other one. And, you know, we took advantage of their mistakes. Their guys didn't get the puck out on that play, and Repik held it in, and, you know, James is standing in front, and, you know, Rallo shoots it, and, you know, right place, right time, and, you know, he gets a great goal for us.
How important was this to win tonight? I mean,
huge.
You go 0 for 5.
Understated.
You go 0 for 5 in the homestand, you know, that would have been rotten. Right?
Yeah, this was huge. Kind of maybe an understatement of being big, but it was really big for us. You know, we got to go to Abbotsford. Yeah, that's a team that, you know, they want to make playoffs, and we do too. And that's a team we got to pass them. And this is an opportunity for us to get past them and start looking, you know, to moving up in the standings to where we were 2-3 weeks ago.
You beat them earlier in the year.
Twice up there, yeah, twice up there, and they beat us here. I think.
It's a weird series.
Yeah, they beat us in our building here. You know, what was it, that 11 o'clock game? I think they beat us 4-0, and then they beat us again 5-0, and then
beat them back to back.
Yeah, we beat them up there. I think pretty good.
8-1.
Yeah,
8-1, 2 games.
Yeah,
what was the story then? Can you take any of that into this next series? I mean, I know everything's different. It's all different. But
everything is different. But, you know, like you guys said last week, you know, we play better on the road, so we use that to our advantage. So good thing these games aren't at home. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, joking aside, I mean, you know, we have been fortunate that we have been able to play well on the road. And, you know, and obviously we just have confidence from the last time we were up there. Maybe we know it's not going to be the same weekend. It's, you know, there's 4 months in between when we played them last up there. But and this game is very important. I mean, both of these games are very important. It's obviously, what do we got, 11 games left, you know, and after this weekend we'll only have 9. We're going 10 games left, you know, less than 10 games left in the season. And so this is obviously just, you know, a different series for us, but I think it's a good test. I mean, I think it's a good test for us.
What do you think when you play well on the road? Is it any particular reason? Some teams don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get one of those years where, you know, it's, sometimes you win every game at home, and sometimes you just can't seem to find any wins. But I mean, Abbotsford, you know, that's a great team. They play great on the road, and you know they have to.
They're only 12 at home.
Yeah. They have to win on the road, and they got a lot of travel, and so you know, they're in the situation where they play great on the road, and you know, we don't play so good at home, and you know, we play pretty good on the road, and so you know, hopefully we can use that to our advantage.